Welcome traders to another weekly recap with Invictus Trader. My name is Robert Sutu. I'll be content creator of this wonderful video. Today is Saturday, August 12th, and I'm going to do a top-down analysis of the events that took place this week and potentially what I perceive as the next possibility of events taking place this following week. As we find ourselves in this very challenging trading environment, August tends to be a very difficult month. Personally, for me, I always struggle, and this week I barely made it with some money in my pocket. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and focus our attention to 6-month chart. I want to guys point attention to the value area high here at 4401.75. We got pointer control at 4183.25, and then we got value area low at 3913.25. Currently, price is in this low volume node around the 4460 area to 4450. One key area of interest that I'm kind of looking at is 4452.25. That's a value area high from a year ago. That particular area kind of fits pretty snug with this high value node over here and this low volume node right there. So this is going to be a key area of interest for me. If we break this area that we're in right now, I'm going to be looking for sellers to take solid control and push price below value area high 4401.75, targeting that 4183.25 point of control. So again, right now I think we're in a very, very pivotal area, a very crucial area for the buyers. They have to defend this area, otherwise they take the risk of letting price move back into value and potentially uh, reversing back to 4183.25. I want to start the monthly chart with the candlestick chart. I believe is some crucial information. The August month right now, it's an inside candle, so we really don't have much information from this other than we're kind of balancing out this momentum that we've had. So the question now is, are we seeing liquidation to bring in the market back into balance, or could this move develop into a more serious situation? If August month takes out the July low, which is right here at 44.1251, then we could anticipate a solid reversal and a possibly change in trend in this bullish market that we've experienced since October of 2022. So right now, like I said, we're in a very crucial area for the buyers and sellers. Next key area that I'm going to be paying attention to is the 44.50 area, 44.47. If that area breaks, then we're going to go down to 44.28. And then if those areas do not hold the sellers back, then 44.12, July's low, is going to be a very crucial area. That area breaks and sellers take momentum and take solid control. 43.59, that 50% area from that gap that we experience is going to be a very interesting area for June candle. But again, right now, buyers were able to kind of push Friday price back above 44.66. But again, we're still a very crucial area. August has been a challenging month so far, and we still got 2 more weeks to go in this very challenging month. And right now, this is an inside candle. Again, I'm gonna be looking, seeing if this is a liquidation, and to balance this excess out, or is this a possible reversal? As we take a look at the monthly volume profile, I want to point out those levels that we've seen on the previous chart, on the monthly candlestick chart. The 44.50 area tends to be a very critical area from what I'm perceiving. We have that low volume node, those volume shelf spikes over there, and then we have the monthly July monthly low at 44.11.25. Again, this area right here is going to be very crucial for the buyers to hold. If sellers plow through their area, then we have 44.19 point of control, low volume node at 43.49 from June, and this high volume node right here with a possible target entry area of 41.81.25 right there in the point of control. Again, that's very speculative what I'm saying right now. Right now I'm looking at buyers to move in aggressively off this area, after the 44.50 area. And the reason I say that is price is below value area low on August volume profile and the July volume profile. As we see this particular chart, we tend to anticipate that as price moves below value, it's going to be more attractive to buyers. Right now, price is on sale, so we'll see how buyers react as we near this particular area. But again, if buyers don't move in, I believe the sellers are going to take solid control of this, targeting 41.81.25 possibly moving forward. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Similar price pattern. Price managed to get back above value area low at 44.78. Point of control at 44.8750 on the weekly volume profile. And then again, the 44.50 area and this volume point of control at 44.3775 is going to be very crucial. I believe this area is going to be a magnet on price still as we move forward, and I'm going to be looking for buyers to hit that area hard. If buyers again don't participate, are not showing up, and sellers have solid control, well, then the next area of interest, 44.1125, 43.8125. So again, taking it one level at a time, but again, buyers will have to move in. Another crucial area that I'm going to be looking at is that volume kind of tapered off over here. We could see that we have thinner volume as we're reaching this area. So we'll see how buyers move next week in relation to this price area. But again, what I'm looking at is the 44.44 area to 44.50, and possibly that point of control at 44.3775 being a magnet on price. Weekly chart depicts similar pattern that we saw before. The 61.8 Fibonacci area at 44.2414 is going to be a crucial area for the sellers and buyers if we do end up going that low. Right now, price is holding above 44.60. And then we can anticipate again that 44.50 area to be crucial. We are back in this balance area. We have 46.28 area that was resistance, but we're back in prices back in the balance. And then I'll be looking to see if sellers can continue lower, taking price to the 21 EMA around 43.55. But again, we have to give the buyers and sellers the opportunity to show us their hand. But if sellers do take control, 43.55 crucial area. 42.53 and a 200 EMA at 39.62 right now. Taking a look at the daily chart, we see that price kind of rejected off the 21 EMA pretty aggressively. We did hit the S1 on the pivots, and again, buyers moved in once again aggressively, pushing price back above that area. The 44.55 area is going to be a key area of interest as we move forward. I'll be looking at buyers to see how buyers react around that area. But as long as sellers failed to take price again below S1, we can anticipate the buyers taking us back up to target the 21 EMA, the pivot point price, and again that gap right up there and a possible weak high. But again, right now sellers are still in solid control. Sellers have price below 44.94, which was the previous area of resistance support. That was the resistance that ended up turning into support right over here. But again, sellers ended up taking it lower. So again, that area has turned into resistance. So I'm going to be looking to see how buyers take control and if they end up pushing back above 44.94. If they do, anticipate an aggressive short squeeze, targeting that gap up there and that weak high that we're experiencing right there. But again, right now, one step at a time. 44.55 area, as described in the previous charts, is going to be a key area of interest for me between 44.55 to 44.37. I'm going to look to see how buyers and sellers react with each other and around that area. Kind of going more in depth on this daily, I want to kind of point out some critical levels that I see, is particularly the volume that we experienced Friday. This volume kind of surpassed everything else that we had. It was a large amount of volume that came in here as buyers did move in aggressively, ended up finding a good deal on that particular price level, and did form a nice tail wick. And that volume is corresponding of the action that we saw. Again, moving forward, 44.55 is going to be a crucial area. And again, right here at 44.10, I see a lot of sell side resistance / support. There is some stops below this area as buyers moved in aggressively off that zone. So if we end up breaking 44.10, we could go back to the monthly VWAP around the 43.90 area, and we'll see how price behaves around there. But again, right now, 44.50 is first crucial area, 44.10, 44.11, which was that July's low, and again, that monthly VWAP right there. But again, volume over here was solid, was pretty strong and aggressive, and I just want to kind of point that out to you guys. As we take a look at the 8-hour chart, again, the 44.50 area continues to be a key area of interest. The reason for this, if you take a look at this particular zone that we have over here, that area was a very battled and contested area. Buyers and sellers both kind of went back and forth in this area. And we could see as price ended up getting rejected lower, buyers tried to push price back above, failed. They tried again, ended up failing. Tried it for a third time and failed in that area with solid resistance. And when they did get above that area aggressively, sellers just solidly rejected, taking price lower and forming a lower low over here. But that was just a seller trap. Sellers ended up getting slaughtered in this particular zone, and buyers took price up aggressively off the 44.50 area. They tried several times to take price a little lower again to sellers, but again, that area failed, and we had a solid rejection of that poor market structure that was in that zone. So again, as we revisit and price heads for that zone again, I'm going to be looking for a similar pattern to develop as we saw previous. The reason I point out that interesting area is because the 44.30 price area is again the 200 EMA on the 8-hour. I'm going to be looking to see how price behaves around the zone, 44.50 to 44.30. Our sellers and buyers gonna have a battle similar to what we had over here, and if they do, our buyers able to continue higher and just proving to us that this was just nothing but more than a liquidation zone. If this was just a liquidation, then we can anticipate a strong short squeeze taking price higher. If it was not, then anticipate a 200 EMA aggressively selling and creating another stop run for the sell side. But again, as of right now, this particular area is going to be a key area of interest, and I'm going to be looking for buyers and sellers and see how they react. Looking at the 4-hour chart, this happens to be my favorite chart. Once again, I believe there's a lot of crucial information, and excuse the numerous levels that we have over here. It's kind of an ugly mess, but I kind of leave everything on here to kind of show me projecting into the future potentially targets to anticipate. But again, one area of interest I want to point out to you is that 44.52 area is the 123.6 extension zone off this breakout leg that we're experiencing back over here in April. That breakout leg has been proven continuously on this Fibonacci extension, and that 152 area is going to be a key area of interest moving forward. In addition to that, we have this megaphone pattern that we had over here. We had several points that proved that this was a megaphone pattern, but as we broke out over here at the 6th megaphone pattern swing, price never retested that zone. So again, off this megaphone pattern, we have a lot of confluence arising around the 44.50 area. I'm going to see how price behaves as we touch this zone. As buyers going to move in? Is this megaphone pattern channel line going to hold, or is this going to break and target price lower to hit these critical levels as we experiencing before? Again, this is all subjective information. We're going to be looking and seeing how 44.52 area again holds, and then how the megaphone pattern line holds as well in conjunction with that. Confluence levels are adding up, and this is what the area I'm going to be paying attention to moving forward is this particular zone. It's almost like an X marks the spot area right here. So 44.52, solid area of interest. Taking a look at the 2-hour chart with the weekly volume profile in the background, we can see that 44.59 was met with some aggressive buying that took price above back into value, hitting the 44.87 point of control. Buyers weren't able to take price any further other than the point of control, and we ended the week around that zone. Again, 44.50, key area of interest. Let's kind of zoom out and see what we got over here in regards to this zone. And again, as we can see from this chart, 44.37, 75 point of control, and this 44 area, value area low, and this 44.50 area continues to be the magnet on price that I perceive. We'll see how buyers react, but again, as mentioned earlier, this is going to be a crucial area moving forward. Taking a look at the 1-hour chart, we can see that we have a pretty solid channel, descending channel going lower. One thing I kind of want to point out, and I noticed this towards the end of the week, and I was kind of bummed out with myself and disappointed that I wasn't able to perceive this very valuable market-generated information. Price just kept hitting that monthly VWAP, and we kept getting rejected. Multiple rejection, and that could have been an easy, crucial area to take a short off of. But unfortunately, I was not aware of that. I had tunnel vision on a short squeeze, and I kept looking at the wrong information, and I failed to see what this was possibly probably the best indication that price was going lower, and we could have had an easy market-generated information zone to take a short off of. But again, I missed that. Something that I put in my notes moving forward. But right now, price hit the S1. We hit the bottom of this channel, and we ended up finding buyers, and we ended up moving right back to this point of control. So right now, I'm going to be looking for 44.50 area again and seeing how price reacts as we move lower. If sellers end up keeping price below this 50% line of the channel, where I'm going to be perceiving that as very weak. But again, if buyers do end up taking control, I'm going to be looking for them to take above 50% of this channel line targeting monthly VWAP again, and a lot of these stops around this area have been forming. So again, we have stops around these zones, and we could definitely anticipate a solid move higher, taking out those stops and potentially going for this gap and that weak high that's above at 44.63. But again, that's very far away. Again, I got stuck on that tunnel vision all week, looking for that gap to get filled, and unfortunately, I was not as consistent and as profitable as I should have been, considering the valuable information that we have on this chart. Taking a look at the 30-minute chart, we have prior week low at 44.93.75. We have prior week close at 44.98. We have monthly VWAP at 45.22, and we have the 200 EMA at 45.04. All those are going to be crucial areas as price balances out here, and we're going to see if buyers are able to take control. But right now we have on the pivots the S1 at 44.53. Just so subsequently lines up with all the other information highlighted in the previous charts. And then we have the pivots at 45.37.83 pivot price. So we're going to see how price behaves again. In conclusion, guys, I want to point your attention back to the monthly volume profile and emphasize the fact that price is below value area low on the August month time frame and as well as on the July time frame. As price continues to migrate lower, I want to see whether or not buyers are able to move in aggressively off this area and just show us that this was just nothing but a liquidation, balancing out that excess with price versus time. If that is the case, look for a short squeeze targeting price higher, but if it's not, then anticipate lower prices as sellers gain control and possibly trend reverse. But again, I want to thank you guys for your time. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to this video. Hit the like button. It'll help me out with the algorithmic junk on YouTube. And in addition to that, if you don't mind, go ahead and join our Discord group. It's free of charge. A lot of great traders on there providing a lot of their valuable information and knowledge.